it's Cindy, the Resale Remedy. If you hear something in the background, it's my macaw. He's getting wound up this morning. It's going to get really loud in here soon. So I'm going to try to get to this and talk real fast. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice was uh, I'm just, baffled about how slow the sales are. So I went cruising through a lot of sellers that I know their store name and know that they're real good in what they do and have about the same listings as I do, et cetera, et cetera. And so I went cruising through their solds. And I mean, there's a few of them that are having sporadic sales, like they'll have couple sell one day and skip a day and couple sell the next day, then 5 sell, and on and on and on. But they're still getting sales. Now I have not had a sale since what is this? This is July the 18th. One sale. I had one sale, and that was July the 18th. And it was for a very low item. Now that's me. Now there's other sellers out there too have had no sales. Now the item that I did sell was not clothing. It was a hard good item. It was little diabetic strips that had expired, and I sold 3 of them. And like I said, the total price with shipping and everything was a little over $10. So anyway, I finally got paid for it after I don't know how many days. I guess eBay had sent them a letter because they were fixing to get into the thing because they hadn't paid. So they finally paid this morning. And I've got to ship that out, and you'll see it when I show you something a few minutes ago. So don't say, oh, you did sell something. But that's what that is. You'll see one. It says got to ship within 24 hours. But anyway, I started looking through all these and looking at some of the things. And one of the sellers that I looked at, she sells clothing. She doesn't use a mannequin. She uses a brick background, not a white background. She does not accept returns. She charges shipping, and it's a flat rate shipping. She charges like anywhere from $3.99, $4.99, $6.99, and like that for shipping. And she does not accept returns. She's killing it. She's absolutely killing it on her sales. I mean, she's got to be raking in about $100 a day. If not a little less or a little more. So anyway, I mean, I'm thinking what to do. Should I studied her listings and I saw what she was doing. It was simple, to the point. There was no, there was descriptions in her clothing as far as sizing and everything like that. And everything was just short and sweet. That's the way it was. And I'd love to get a hold of this seller and talk to her and find out if she's had a lot of returns or people trying to return stuff, because she doesn't accept returns on clothing. But she's just, I think she's just, I don't know if she's untouchable or she just doesn't want to respond back. But I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. But anyway, by doing all this, I mean, I was going through all this stuff and looking, and I'm like, I just cannot remember this being this bad last year. And guys, I've been selling, for a year and a half, and it is just boggling my mind because, like I said, last year at this time, I only had maybe a little over 100 items in my store. I've got over 500 now. Because I've had no sales, I just keep listing, so it's getting up there now. And that's a good thing. So, I went back, and this is what I want to show you. I went back to see if it is just, my imagination. Was it this bad last year? Or if this is right. So I'm going to show you what I did, and you can do this as well. If you're having slow sales, you can do this as well. Let me find my glasses, guys. Okay, here we go. Yeah, these are my big glasses. And excuse my hair. It's like super humid here. Oh my gosh. I did my hair this morning. I went out to feed, and, well, this is what happens. So anyway, and I'm not doing it again. Forget it. I'm not doing it again. All right. This is what you're going to see. Now, this says I've got $299.02. And we all know this includes shipping as well now. So don't rely on this right here. Okay? All right. So here is the sales. You see this? down 48.5%. Okay, June the 26th through July the 26th is when they're doing these percentages. Okay, this is how far my sales have dropped. Okay, all right, so let's go over to sales. And I'm going to show you something. Let's go here. And we're going to back up. This is June the 26th, 2018. We are going to June 26th, 2017. Now it's going to tell you can't do this because I've got 2017 in, but it's giving me September. So they can only show you 90 days out. So we're going to go to July. Oh, let's go back. July 26th, 2017. 15.4%. Now, this is a big difference. I understand this kind of slowdown, okay? But this is a big difference from, let's go back. June the 26th, 2018 to July the 26th, 2018, 48.5. And now you see why I'm concerned, okay? I hear a lot of these other sellers saying, oh, it's just the eBay slowdown. Oh, it's this. And then in my head, I'm thinking, it was not this bad for me last year. And guys, I am doing absolutely nothing different from what I did last year. Nothing. Yes, I have more clothing items on there, but I have more listings. And I'm full-time, part-time. And I know that's kind of confusing, but full-time, part-time. When I can, I have full days. I'll work all day. You know, I usually work from 9 o'clock until 3:30. But during the summertime, I've got so much other stuff to do, mowing the grass, toting kids here and there, you know, just a bunch of different things, you know, that we do during the summertime. So that's my part-time, okay? Now, the whole reason I'm on here, the whole reason I'm doing these videos is not just to keep me motivated, because these videos do help keep me motivated, because you guys are wonderful, absolutely excellent, excellent friends, and I consider you my friends, is to help others follow my journey from the time I started in 2017 on up to see how my progress is. Now, my progress has I'm going to tell you, I have more inventory, but my progress has declined. It has not went up. So I've got to fix this. And however I fix it, I want to help you to do it too. So here's what I'm thinking. All right, so we got that June the 26th through July 26th of 2017. It was only down 15.4%. This year, between June 26th and July 26th, I am down 48.5%. So because I rely on my income, I require at least making $100 a week. That's not a lot to ask. It's not a lot to ask for any reseller, whether it be full-time or part-time. So I've come up with something that may help. Now, I'm not quitting eBay. I love the platform, but I really believe I'm spreading myself too thin. I'm listening to other resellers saying, spread yourself out, have other resources, you know, do other things. I think at this point that it's best that you stick to one thing out of all the platforms that you have, whether it be eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Mercari, any of those. You need to pick one if you're at the point to where I am right now. Now, if you're killing it on eBay and you got this down pat, pay no mind to what I said. Go ahead and spread yourself out. But at this point, I think I'm going to leave my Poshmark store as is. I've got about, I don't know, 22 things in there. I may add one or two things if I've got time, but I'm not going to throw myself into it. I'm not going to spread myself that thin anymore. Now, my Etsy store is pretty much just craft books. It's not anything. And I get an Etsy sale maybe once a week, maybe. But I've got like tons of crafting books for plastic canvas, any kind of needle art. But and I get a sale, and I like that. You know, that doesn't bug me any. But I'm trying to make money, you know, fill those gaps in the income. That's the whole purpose of all this resale journey, is to fill those gaps. And what I want to do is just start pushing eBay a little different. I want to change how I'm selling on eBay. I want to try to simplify my listings a little more. I want to try to get out the old stuff that's been in there for 6 months to a year. And I want to try to just smooth it out a little bit. I got to keep listing, and you guys got to keep listing, because the fourth quarter is coming up and sales should pick up. I keep telling myself that, and I'm hoping it's going to work, because I keep hearing this rumor that I heard that eBay is trying to phase out used clothes sales. Now, I think that is just what it is. It's a rumor, because this other store that I looked at, that I told you that the lady was still killing it, she's making about $100 a day. She's only got 300 and something listings up. She's making $100 a day. I mean, I went through all her solds, and she's selling clothing. Not high-end clothing now. I'm not talking about high-end. Her items range anywhere from $10 on up. So she's selling just regular stuff, you know, and in that. But she's keeping it simple. She don't accept returns. I mean, she's keeping it simple. And she's doing it. She's kicking butt. But that's what I've got to do. And so if you're in the same predicament that I am, whether you do hard goods or whether you do clothing or whatever it is, candy, whatever it is that you're doing, if you're having slow sales just as bad as I am with those numbers I showed you, then you need to revamp, rethink, because there's other people out there that are killing it still. And then there's ones like me and possibly you that are not doing as well. I love eBay. I really do. I'm going to stick with eBay and see where it takes me. And as you see, I still got a lot of stuff to list. And I am throwing more hard goods in there. I have thought about, you know, separating it. But my husband has hard goods on his, but he's a guy, and I can't put just anything on his site. So that being said, I may have to open a site, you know, just for the girly, as he would call it, the girly hard goods. But anyway, I don't know. I really don't know. But right now, I'm just going to stick to my one platform, my one store, and see where it takes me through the fourth quarter. Now, if I'm still having this problem come, let's see, what is it, July, August, September, October, and I'm still having this problem, then seriously, I really need to rethink my approach on eBay. I still think it is a great way to fill those gaps in your budget. I really do. I sincerely believe that in all my heart. But it's just finding that right combination. So don't quit your day job. If you think that you're going to start eBay, quit your job, and make a full-time living in it, I don't recommend it. I recommend trial and error first. And if it starts working for you, go ahead and put away some money to make sure that you can cover these slack months. And yeah, this is a slow time, but for some of us, a little slower than the rest of us. Okay? So I suggest putting away some money for those months. Now, once you get to that point and you've put away some money and you've saved and you can cover those months, keep listing, keep kicking it in your free time. And then when you find out, if you can take a whole year, maybe 2 years, without losing money, without stressing yourself out, then you can quit your day job. But with me, I have my husband's income to supplement, and I have not put anything aside for these so-called rainy days or slow days of eBay. I have not, and it's stressful, extremely stressful, because I do, like I said, rely on at least $100 a week. $100 a week. I need an extra $400 a month to pay my bills. And in all honesty, guys, right now I've got like probably $18 and some change in my eBay, in my PayPal account. And that's sad, considering last month, the beginning of last month, I had, I forget how much it was, over 400. And I was able to pay a lot of bills out of that. This month, I can't even pay my eBay fees. Yeah, that's how real it is. So, unfortunately, this does happen, and I hope it's not happening to a lot of you guys. I really don't, but it is happening to me. Like I said, I had called eBay about a week and a half ago. I called eBay. They said to hang in there. A couple of weeks, it should be popped right back up. But after doing all the research I've been doing online, studying other sellers, studying their listings, studying their feedback, studying everything I can possibly study on eBay, and it's slow, but it's a slower for me. So that being said, I think there's a lot of people out there that will say the same thing I am, that some of these people who are saying that they're making a fortune, well, a fortune to me is $10,000 in 1 month, they're doing something. I have no idea what they're doing. So, I mean, kudos to them. Kudos to them. But I'm not here to depress you guys. Please don't think that. I'm not here to depress you. I'm just giving you information because that's my whole purpose for doing all this is my name, The Resale Remedy, and that means that I'm trying to help little folks like me who don't have a lot of overhead and a lot of capital to put in starting a small business, being an entrepreneur, and trying to make those ends meet. Stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads who want to contribute to the household income. That's my whole purpose for doing all of this. So you can follow my journey and learn from my mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from what I have found out. Learn from what I have learned from talking to other resellers, talking to my customers. Learn from me. And I am just like, I guess, a flashlight. I'm a flashlight trying to help anybody that's like me that doesn't have thousands of dollars to invest in starting a reselling business. I started by sourcing out of the closets of my home, out of the sheds in my home, and from friends and family donating stuff to me. Now I'm still listing, still moving everything along, and still trying my hardest. But it's an uphill battle. Right now, it's an uphill battle. There is no sight of seeing the top of the hill right now so I can go back down. Right now, I am still climbing. So, that being said, I just want you to hang in there if you can. If you can. Now, just hang in there and keep going because it will get better. But like I said, there's a lot of people out there just like me, and they are struggling too. I see it, and everything that I've looked at and researched and talked to, they're having it too. But then there's a few, and there may be more than a few, I don't know, that are still killing it. And I feel bad for some of these people who are actually having to pay people to do their listings for them, because if they're having this bad a slowdown like I am having, then it's going to be hard for them. And I'm hoping they've got that capital put aside that they can pay them and keep going for the next year. So I think things are going to pick up. And I can't say I think things are good. I know things are going to pick up. I need to stay positive. I need to stay positive and have a great attitude about all this because I love the business. I really do. This is what I've chose to do. I went through a lot of different careers in my life. The one thing I really wanted to do was continue my service with EMS. I really wanted to do that, but circumstances at that time in my life, I could not finish doing that. Could not finish and go on to paramedic. But uh, you know, because of certain elements I have and things like that, I need to work out of my home. Unfortunately, I need to work out of my home. This is what I've chosen to do, to work out of my home. Now, I am trying to be more selective on the things that I purchase. And I suggest that if you are having to thrift still to get things listed in your site and your sales are slow, I suggest that you divvy out a budget and stay on that budget. Go out and source your clothing or your hard goods and stay with that budget. Don't defer from that budget at all. I don't care if you think buying a whole yard sale for $100 is what you need to do, but you've only got budgeted $20 for thrifting. Don't buy that sale. You stay on that budget. Don't defer from that budget. I think that's the best way to do during the slow down period because you're trying to save money and make money at the same time. And I know that don't make a lot of sense, but that's what you're trying to do. And right now, when my sales start to pick up, and they will pick up, I know they will. Once my sales start to pick up, it's going to take me probably 2 months to pay back what I have lost this month. And fingers crossed, guys, that this does not last another month. I really hope it doesn't. So I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer because I'm not. And you guys know me. I'm always boom, 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 perky, perky, perky. But I just wanted to shoot you some reality right now. And let me tell you this. Another thing I've been hearing a lot of, and it happened to me as well, I have best offer on my listings. I have got lowballed. That's what they call it, lowballing. When, say, I had a dress listed for $15. This is just an example. I had a dress listed for $15. I really should have had this dress listed at $20, probably, It's a big girl dress, Lane Bryant, big girl dress, and it's a cute dress, very cute. Sleeveless, nice and summery dress, and there was no flaws, no nothing in it, okay? I had it listed for, I think I had it listed at 18, but I have my stuff on sale right now for this whole week. I only did a week of sales. For the whole week, my clothing's on sale for 10%. I think I put 10%. But anyway, so it went down to $15. Okay, whatever I had on it. I don't math, guys, so. So anyway, it went down to $15. So I get a low ball. Somebody offered me $5. So I countered offered. I did some minor math in my head, and I countered offered for $12.50. Nothing. Okay, nothing. So that's an example. Now there's been more, and I'm not going to go into all of them, but that was just an example. But I'm saying they're just coming out of the woodworks right now. So I don't know if people are spending too much money on vacation, but they still want to shop on eBay and they don't have no money left. Don't know what it is. And I can't say I don't care because I do care. Those are my customers. And I want my customers to be happy with what they get. I want my customers to be satisfied. And I also want them to know I worked hard to get them what they need. I steam all my clothing. I clean up all my hard goods. I wash my clothing too if it calls for it, but for the most part I steam them. Steaming actually, guys, if you didn't know this, steaming actually gets out more Goodwill and Salvation Army and thrift store germs than washing does, to be honest with you. But now I do have a couple of dry clean things that you can't steam. Some of them, if you steam them, they will actually ruin the material a little bit. I learned, trial and error, I learned. But you can steam them from the inside, and sometimes it doesn't hurt them as bad. But I know a lot of my blazers, I do have a lot of blazers, and a lot of my blazers I do steam from the inside if they are dry clean only. But All right, guys, I guess that's it. And I hope I brought a little bit more insight to these slow cells that some of us are having. And I don't mean to jump on that wagon once again, but I believe there are so many more people out there just like me that are got that question in their head. Why? Why? I don't remember it being this way last year. I remember it being slow, but not this slow. And but anyway, all right, well, I've got to go and ship off my one item and stick it in the mailbox. And I'm sorry I wasn't on yesterday. Usually I do Wednesdays. I cut back to just doing Wednesdays, but I had a doctor's appointment. So scheduling that colonoscopy. Anybody over 50, gotta get it. Gotta get it done. It's preventative, guys. Go do it. I know it's uncomfortable. I know you don't want to do it, but it's very, 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 very important. All right, guys. I want y'all to have a great week and a wonderful weekend. We're getting ready for school to start soon here. I've got open house Monday night with my daughter, and she's getting ready for 8th grade. Woohoo! And my son and his girlfriend are coming this weekend, and I'm excited about that. He usually eats me out of house and home when he comes, which is good. It fills a mother's heart when the son comes home with dirty laundry or an empty stomach. So it's nice. But anyway, guys, I will talk to you soon. See you next week, if not sooner. Things change for me. I'm going to jump on here and I'm going to show you. And for all my friends at the eBay Open, I have to add, you guys have a great time. I've watched some of your videos and you look like you're having a blast. Wish I was there. Totally wish I was there. And because I'd be having a blast right there with you, trust me. And I am a lot of fun. Believe it or not, I am a lot of fun. But, okay, guys, take care. This is Cindy, the Resale Remedy, and I will catch you next time. Bye, guys.